At the parting of the sun, when my daily work was done, I rambled down the seashore for a walk. And I being all alone, I sat down upon a stone for to gaze on the scenes of New York. O den Eden Gramochry, you're the only land for me. You're the fairest that my eyes did e'er behold. You're the bright star of the west. You're the land St. Patrick blessed. You're that dear little isle so far away. It broke my mother's heart the day that I did part. Will I ever see my dear folks anymore? Not until my bones are laid in this cold and silent grave, in the dear little isle so far away. On a cold, cold winter's night, with the tar fire burning bright, and the snowflakes falling on a winter's day, when St. Patrick's Day it comes, and the shamrocks will be born in the dear little isle so far away. O den Eden Gramochry, you're the only land for me. You're the fairest that my eyes did e'er behold. You're the bright star of the west. You're the land St. Patrick blessed. You're the dear little isle so far away. Ken shote sata yagan nad leoche. Ken shote sata yagan nad leoche. Ken shote sata yagan nad leoche. Mishima hen jerkon la. Kon la krina charan is kergum. Kon la krina charan is kergum. Kon la krina charan is kergum. Manam go juk kon la. Geshote sata bolona funyoga. Geshote sata bolona funyoga. Geshote sata bolona funyoga. Mishima hen jerkon la. Hula krina charan is kergum. Hula krina charan is kergum. Hula krina charan is kergum. Manam go juk jerkon la. Geshote sata tarans ma plodidim. Geshote sata tarans ma plodidim. Geshote sata tarans ma plodidim. Mishima hen jerkon la. Hola chrina charan is kergum. Hola chrina charan is kergum. Hola chrina charan is kergum. Manam go juk jerkon la. Geshote sata tahas ma bonache. Geshote sata tahas ma bonache. Geshote sata tahas ma bonache. Mishima hen jerkon la. Hola krina charan is kergum. Hola krina charan is kergum. Hola krina charan is kergum. Manam go juk jerkon la. Diddle dee doodle diddle dee doodle doodle dee da dee idle dee doodle dee diddle dee da doodle dee doodle dum dee doodle dee dum diddle dee da doodle 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 dee dum diddle doodle dee diddle la diddle dee doodle dee dee doodle dee doodle dee dum diddle doodle diddle doodle diddle doodle 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 dee dum diddle dee doodle diddle dum diddle dee diddle dee doodle dee dum diddle doodle doodle yardle dum diddle dee doodle 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 dee diddle diddle dee doodle yardle dee diddle dee diddle doodle dee dum diddle dee diddle dum but doodle doodle dee doodle dee diddle dee doodle dum diddle dee doodle diddle dee doodle dee dum dee doodle doodle dee dum diddle doodle 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 dee diddle doodle doodle dum diddle doodle doodle dee doodle dee dum diddle doodle dee dum diddle doodle dee dum dee doodle dum diddle dee The town, it climbs the mountain and looks out on the sea. In sleeping time or waking, it's there I'd long to be, to walk again those kindly streets where first my life began, with the boys of Barnasradia who hunted farther on. With cudgel stout we roamed the boat to hunt the Gedroline. We searched for birds in every furze, from Litter to Doning. We jumped for joy beneath the sky. Life held no print or plan. We the boys of Barnasradia who hunted farther on. And when the hills were bleeding and the rifles were aflame, to the rebel homes of Kerry the Saxon strangers came. But the men who fought the Auxies and beat the Black and Tans were the boys of Barnasradia who hunted further on. So here's a health to them tonight, those lads who laughed with me, from the shores round Callan River to the slopes of Benatee, Condaly and Batandy, and the Sheehans, Con and Dan, were once boys of Barnasradia who hunted further on. But now that I'll on foreign soil, where they have gone their way, deep in the heart of London town, or over on Broadway, still I am left to sing their deeds and to praise them while I can. Those boys of Barnasradia who hunted further on. And when the wheel of life it runs down and peace comes over me, oh, lay me down in that old town between the hills and sea. I'll take my rest in those green fields where first I grew a man, with the boys of Barnasradia who hunted further on. I am a year-old kid. I'm much scarcely 20 quid. I'm the kind of beast you might well look down on. Oh, but my value will increase at the time of my decease. For when I grow up, I want to be a Bowran. Now, if you kill me for me meat, you won't find me very sweet. On your palate, I'm afraid I'll soon turn sour on. Oh, but if you do me in for the sake of my thick skin, you will find I'll make you very tasty, Bowran. Well, my parents, Bill and Nan, they do not approve this plan to become a yoke for every yap to pound on. But I would sooner scamper with a bang than with a whimper, and achieve reincarnation as a Bowran. Well, I look forward to the day when I live off eating hay and become a drum to entertain the crowd on. And I'll make my presence felt with each well-delivered belt as a fully qualified and licensed Bowran. And just when I'm killed and cured, my career will be assured. I'm a kind of skin you'll find no scum or scour on, and with studs around me rim, I'll be sound of wind and limb, and I'll make a handy dandy little Bowran. Oh, my heart with joy expands when I think of far-off lands, and considers all the streets that I will sound on. And I pity my poor mare, who will never see a flea, or indulge in foreign travel as a Bowran. Well, a cat's lice, they are 9, but they are not very fine. And a dog has much material to growl on. But as when you are a goat, you can strike a merry note. That's provided you have first become a Bowran. For a hornpipe or a reel, a dead donkey has no feel, or a horse or cow or sheep that has its shroud on. And you can't join in a jig as a farmer grade pig, but you can wallop out a lot if you're a Bowran. And if you're ever feeling low, to a session you should go, and take me there to exercise an hour on, and you can strike a mighty thump on my belly, back or rump. But I'll thank you all to wait till I'm a Bowran. And when I dedicate my hide, I'll enhance my family's pride. And tradition is a thing I won't fall down on. And I'll bear a few young bucks who'll inherit my good looks, and be proud to know their old one was a Bowran. And I don't think he'll mind if I leave himself behind, and regret I can no longer turn the power on. And with the Celtic ink design tattooed on my behind, I will make a very sexy little Bowran. Now I think you've heard enough of this rubbishy old guff, so I'll put a sudden end to my wee Owran. And quite soon my bloody bleat will become a steady beat when I start my new existence as a Bowran. Diddle dum dum diddly day dorum, diddle dum diddly day dorum, diddle diddle dum diddle rum. Right, you lads. Dum diddly day dorum, the do dum diddly day dorum, diddle diddly diddle diddle rum, diddle rum. Diddle dum diddly day dorum, the diddle diddly do, diddle diddly dum diddly diddly dum diddle rum. And quite soon my bloody bleat will become a steady beat. When I start my new existence as a... Yup!
I think we'll keep that one.
Dear friends, we meet in love tonight on Columbus' tranquil shore. 3,000 miles from Erin's Isle, that we might see no more. Far dearer still is that fair hill than any other to me. And in our own dear native tongue, we call it Nathanishi. so dear to me, fond memories, sweet recollection bring. How oft I've listened the livelong day to the thrush and blackbird sing. How softly did that cuckoo call from out yon hollow tree, and how sweet that sound re-echoed round the hill of Knocknashee. How deeply pictured in my mind the sights from there I've seen. There's Kesh and Giva Ballymote, and the hills around Gorchin, the lakes and groves round Temple House, and streams down spreadingly. Oh, the heavens be with you, Carmore, and the hill of Knocknashee. There stands the ruined Abbey where our people's bones now rest. That same dear land that gave them birth now calls them to her breast. Whilst I am forced to leave my home by a foreign tyranny, farewell, farewell to your Carmore and the hill of Knocknashee. 'Tis oft I have viewed your mighty crops whilst blooming in their prime, from Colenian to Clonocole, along the mountainside. The river Moy so gently flows from there unto the sea. Farewell to you, farewell to all round the hill of Knocknashee. Farewell to evening dances where all merry comrades meet, when the fiddler said, "Now, boys and girls, get up and shake your feet, for it's there you'd find those callings fair who would fill your heart with glee." Sure, I'd risk my life for to make my wife a girl from Knocknashee. Farewell to you, brave comrades all, to part you makes me mourn. My warm heart I'll give to you, as my back I'm forced to turn. 100 chances out of one that I never more will see. Those good and kind old neighbours round the hill of Knocknashee. Now the times have passed since I have gone, dark heads have now turned grey. Young lives rise up from every heart, but the old ones fade away. this mournful song of exile, sure it's all that's left for me. So farewell, farewell to your Caramore and the hill of Knocknashee. Oh, a storm o cree when you're far away from the home that you'll soon be leaving. Oh, it's many a time by night and by day that your heart will be sorely grieving for the stranger's land may be bright and fair, and rich in your heart treasures golden. You will pine, I know, for the long, long ago, and the love that is never olden. Oh, a storm o cree in the stranger's land There is plenty of wealth and wailing, whilst the gems adorn the great and the grand. There are faces with hunger paling. Oh, the road is dreary and hard to tread, and the lights of those cities blind you. Won't you turn us thought to Eden's green shore, and the one you are leaving behind you. Oh, a storm will cry when the evening mist over mountain and meadow is falling. Won't you turn away from the throng and list, and maybe you'll hear me calling, for the sound of a voice will be surely mine, for somebody's speedy returning. Oh, Lord, won't you come back soon to the one that will always love you. balmy the breezes that blow in the spring, and sweet is the music the song thrushes bring. But I sigh for a sight I seldom see now, a man in the field with horses and plough. Adieu to the days of my youth long ago, when I harnessed the team near the burn below, and I'd hie for the highlands beside Carrigaw, to cleave the hard green sward with horses and plough. Invoking a blessing, I started my day. Baloya Rannabar is what I did say, hoping for guidance to keep my know-how and strike a straight furrow with horses and plough. And up at the headland, every once in a while, I rested my horses, all steaming with toil, with the sleeve of my shirt swept the sweat off my brow, as I gazed on the work of my horses and plough. And in the evening, as the sun had sank low, with my Harley and ball to the sports field I'd go, to win the All-Ireland we'd all made a vow, and seek recreation from horses and plough. With whistling and lilting, the bird of a song, it lightened my labours all the day long. With seagulls around me and crows on the bough, all seeking the bounty of horses and plough. But the clatter of tractors, pollution and all have crippled the couple, and sad is that fall, while far away opaque we richly endow, forgetting the value of horses and plough. Now soon I'll be going from this valley of woe to the fair fields of heaven. Sure, I'm hoping I will go One request from St. Peter, I hope he'll allow eternal employment for horses and plough.